Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video. Um, we've had a lot going on in our life. First off, I want to apologize for this green light. I just bought a LED ring light to see if it would help brighten my videos up. But it obviously isn't working with glasses. So look, I have green eyes. So, I either have to figure how to fix it or probably return it. We'll see. So, I'm home today, or I left work early. I got a call from daycare. My daughter had green boogers. Yeah, boogers is what I call them. I'm not sure what the other word I'm thinking of is. But anyways, so she is napping right now. After she wakes up from her nap, I'm going to go ahead and probably take her to urgent care because her pediatrician is closed at noon on Thursdays. I don't know. She takes the afternoon off. So, anyways, where we have been. So, back in May, our rental home got flooded from a toilet incident. We were out of town. We had a package to come, and one of our friends came over to sign for it because it was a new dryer my parents bought us, which is still in the box because it's another story. And she came over, and our rental was like on a hill, and so she's like calls us, and she's like, "So I got you signed for your dryer, but did you guys wash your car before you left?" Because rewind, we were away that weekend. We went to Savannah, Georgia, to see our nephew who was stationed there in the Army. So it was Memorial Day weekend, and so we're like, "No, we didn't wash our cars before we left." And she goes, "Well, there's water coming out of your garage." And so we instantly thought it was the hot water tank. So we told her, go and check. And so she went into the garage, and she's like, "I think it's coming out of your door from in the house." And so we're like, "Well, go in." So she went into the front door, and I mean, instantly we were FaceTiming her. You can hear that squishy water sound. I mean, it's like a PTSD moment just telling this story. So like our heart dropped. We're like 4.5 hours away from home. We were literally in the hotel parking lot about to check into our hotel. And so we had to get back on the road. We were up there for an hour before we had to drive back. Excuse me. So we drove back, and we dropped our daughter off at my parents' house because we knew it was bad. My stepfather had went over before we got there to unplug cords because we didn't know how bad it was. We didn't want any sort of water getting in and maybe starting a fire, stuff like that. So they kept our daughter. So my husband, at this point, it's like 10:30. The only thing open is Walmart. And so again, we were just thinking, we knew it was going to be a lot, but we weren't really sure what was going on. So we bought a big shop vacuum thinking, okay, we'll just vacuum this up. And our landlord lives in Canada. So I called him, I've emailed him because he doesn't do texting. I never heard back from him because it was also a holiday up in Canada and he was away. So, so we get to the house, and sure enough, it was worse than what we were thinking, or at least I was thinking. Everything in my daughter's room that was either on the floor, toys, got ruined. We got quite a bit of furniture that got ruined. Word of advice, if you're a renter and you do not have renter's insurance, please get it, because we didn't have it and now we lost quite a bit of stuff. So first initial thought was, all right, let's start vacuuming our daughter's room, because it was the spare bathroom, well, the guest bathroom, that's the pipe had like burst behind the toilet. So we started that, and we realized that the vacuum was not sucking up. It was drenched. So we tried to call the landlord again and again. And so my husband and I were like, screw it. We're going to make the decision, and we're just going to go ahead and rip up this carpet, try to save as much as we can. Again, we didn't know what to do. So we ripped up the carpet, and I mean, when I lift this up, I might try to incorporate a clip of my husband like stepping on it. I mean, drenched, like water was just everywhere. So that whole weekend we took the carpet out. I mean, it was awful. I don't even wish this upon my worst enemy. I did a lot of crying, laughing. When we realized how bad it was, like, it literally got the whole house. Our bedroom was on the other side of the house, and it got all the way to that side. So our landlord wasn't really getting back with us. We had this awful fear that we knew it was going to kick us out, because obviously it was not a living situation. Sorry. A good living situation. So we ripped out all the carpet in the whole house. We then decided, we vacuumed. When we got to the concrete, we were able to vacuum up the water. It was so bad. I'm going to try to include some pictures so you guys can see. Anyway, so what we decided to do was, our landlord wasn't very helpful. I mean, it probably took close to 5 days before anyone could really come out there to, like, from his insurance company to look at it. And even they were like, wow, this was bad. And so we decided, we knew this was gonna, we didn't know what to do. So our first thought was, let's go ahead and start packing, because we have a feeling we're gonna get not kicked out, but pushed out pretty much. So we started buying boxes and just packing up like we were moving out. So we decided, when we finally, a restoration company came in to get like the moisture out. Pretty much half of the wall had to be cut. It was again awful. I'm probably going to use that a lot in this video. So we packed everything. We decided this was probably a blessing in disguise, as much as we didn't want to at the time realize what was going on, and not really, it was ruining our life by just pushing us out of our normal routine in life. So we talked to my parents. They had an extra room, so my mom and them gave us their master bedroom, and myself, my husband, our 2-year-old daughter, and our 3 pugs moved in with my parents. And we did that for about 3 months. So the first few weeks we started looking for rentals, and rentals were crazy expensive, more than we wanted to spend. So we decided it was a sign that if we needed to go ahead and buy our first home. So that's what we did. Right now I'm in our office / guest room. If you can't really notice it, but it is awful wallpaper. We haven't finished this room yet, but we got the rest of the house done, which I'll make in another video to kind of show you what we've done. So again, we moved in with my parents for 3 months. It was long, but we found our dream home. Literally, it's 8 houses away from our old house, which cracks me up. We love the area. We know it's safe for the most part, you know. But yeah, so we found a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a Florida room. That's the length of the house, so which is great. We have our patio furniture out there, and it's all enclosed with very nice vinyl windows, which is interesting. So yeah, that's what we have been. That's why I haven't been on YouTube. Life's been crazy. We've lived now in our home for almost 2 months. Actually, We signed August the 9th, which I guess we're over 2 months now. So the week after we signed, we did a lot of renovating. It had pink carpet, so we ripped out carpet. It had wallpaper everywhere. Had to rip out wallpaper, painted, put new flooring down. So we made it home pretty much. So yeah, I'm gonna trying to get back into my routine. My husband and I went back on keto. We both gained quite a bit of weight in those 3 months living with my parents, just stress eating. And I don't know if you guys ever bought a home, which I'm pretty sure most of you have. It's definitely not an easy process. Truthfully, towards the end was like the craziest. It was one day, it was like, okay, we're closing this date. Wait, no, we need this paper to close this date. And I mean, our closing got pushed back a week, and they tried to push it again. And we were like, if you push it one more time, we won't be able to be closing for another month because of work schedule reasons. So thankfully, we were able to close the last day we could possibly close before we couldn't do it. But yeah, so I think this is all my crazy where we've been story. But let me take ya. So this right here, baby is no longer in her crib. She is in her toddler bed. Let me show you the wallpaper. Do you see that? It's like small little floral stuff. I'm not sure. This is all of our eBay stuff. Some more boxes that we haven't unpacked. My wreaths that need to go in the garage. Things will get done eventually. Hopefully sooner or later. But pretty much this room and the garage are the only 2 rooms in the house that are not completed. And the guest bathroom just needs painting because we never took down the wallpaper in there. I felt like it was a #1 priority. We don't really get guests very much, except for now we have people talking about maybe coming over for Thanksgiving. So we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel so you can see my house tour in my next video. Bye.